Welcome to being you outside. Hey, I'm sure glad you're here. You know, I do a lot of deer hunts. Deer season here in the great state of Missouri, here in the Ozarks, and I shot a nice 11-point buck the other day, and you saw a video about that where I weighed the difference of a deer on the hoof versus deer that is field dress. Kind of got the difference there. Now, that video's on there. I'll attach it probably to this particular video just for whatever reason. But you bring a big deer like that home, and sometimes you have so much meat that you don't know what to do with it. You really may not even have freezer space. So what in the world do you do with that extra meat? Well, here's what we're going to do with this extra meat I got from this deer. Now, some of it I sent to a butcher to have some deer sticks made out of it. Jalapeno and cheddar and regular deer sticks. I sent some of it like that, but I didn't want to send it all because I don't need that much deer sticks. So what I did, what my wife and I are going to do at this particular time, we are going to pressure can some deer meat. Now, I'll be honest with you, I have never done this. I have friends of mine that have, and they told me what they do. That's all I needed to know, okay? I didn't have to go on YouTube and watch how to do it. My friends told me how they do it, and this is exactly what we're going to do, kind of like they do it. But now what I have here, I have about 20 pounds of that buck right here, that 11-point buck. And what we're going to do is we'll take it and we'll stuff it in these quart jars right here. We'll stuff them down in there and pack them in there real good. We have beef bouillon cubes right here. We're going to put 2 of them on top, and that is what our seasoning is going to be. Because the bouillon cubes, if you know anything about bouillon cubes, they're pretty salty. They got enough salt in there. So we're just going to keep it pretty simple. We're just going to put 2 bouillon cubes on top, and what those bouillon cubes do, they'll dissolve in there without pressure and everything, and it'll allow that to mix in with the meat, and it's going to just make it wonderful. We took our flat lids right here, the seal lids, and we boiled this for about 5 minutes. Now, these are brand new jars. I just bought these jars the other day. I bought 2 dozen ball jars, and I bought 2 dozen of them. And when you buy jars, people think, oh, I'll buy a brand new jar, I can use it. No, you need to sanitize them. You still need to sanitize them. And we sanitize these jars. I did it with a dishwasher, actually, because I have a sanitize feature on our dishwasher. It gets 150 degrees, and it gets super hot. So that's what we did. And so we got these jars ready to go. So what we're going to do, my wife's going to do much of the legwork, and I'm just going to video her and talk to her a little bit about what she's doing. We're going to stuff this meat in these jars. We're going to put 6 of them down here in this pressure cooker right here. We're going to let it pressure cook for about at the pressure of 10 pounds. About the pressure of 10 pounds, and then for about 1.5 hours. We're going to keep it at 10 pounds for 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. And then we're going to take the jars out and put more in. It's going to be quite an ordeal because you got 1.5 hours for time to do 6 jars. We got 24 jars. I don't know if we had that much meat here or not, but anyways, I appreciate you watching. So we're going to get going here, and my wife's going to start stuffing jars of meat. We're going to start putting it in the pressure cooker here, and we are going to pressure can some Ozark deer meat.
Here we go. We're going to put the meat. I'm using some tongs. These are small mouth jars. Wide mouth jars might work good because you can get your hands down in there. But you just want to smash it down in there, make sure it gets in there packed pretty good. It takes quite a few pieces actually to fill up the jar.
Good.
Try to squeeze some down in there. Might be too big. I'll take that one out. Okay, I'm going to put a couple of bouillon cubes on top. Wipe the side of the jar just a little bit in case there was any meat residue. And you just put this on just kind of hand tight, not super tight. There you go.
Sure looks good, doesn't it? That's how you do it. So we're going to finish filling these jars right here. We'll finish filling them. And then we're going to get 6 of them in the pressure cooker, get it cooked. We'll show you here when we pull them out. We're going to let one of them cool down. We're going to try to eat some here and as soon as it cools down. So it'll be later this evening for us, but it'll just be a few minutes for you. And stay with us right here. We're going to finish filling these jars. It's going to take us a little bit. And we are canning deer meat and loving it. Lid's on tight. I'm gonna let this get to 10 pounds. I'm gonna set the timer for 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. And then we'll check on it and get the jars out of there. I'm gonna let one of them cool off. We're gonna try it tonight. I can't wait. And then we'll see how it goes. We got 7 jars, 7-quart jars in that meat I had. I must only had about 15 pounds of meat, but there's about 2 pounds you put in these jars, so it's pretty good hunks of meat there. So it looks really good. So I'll be right back. All right, I have allowed this to pressure cook for 1.5 hours, and it is done. I'm going to shut it off here. It has stayed right at 10 pounds. Straight up is 10 pounds on these regulators, and it is straight up 10 pounds, and it's been running like that for 1.5 hours. So I'm turning the heat off. I'm going to let it sit here quite some time. Let that pressure get all the way down. And you can hear it boiling in there. We'll let that pressure get down there. I'll take a jar out. I want it to cool off. We're going to try it here after a while. It'll probably be, for us, a couple, 3 hours. For you, it's just a flash. And we'll be right back trying and taking this out of the pressure cooker. All right, I'm taking the lid off this pressure cooker. I already got it loose. I'm just going to lift it up off of there. Ooh, it's hot in there. I mean, it is hot. And I'm real curious what these look like. The jars are already sealed, so that's good. Look at that. It's still boiling inside that jar. I'm just going to leave them sit in there a while. Wow, that is boiling like crazy in there. Just let it cool down like that right there. And then when they cool down a little bit more, I'll take one out. We're going to try it here in after a while. So it's going to be good. Stay there. All right, this has cooled down quite a bit here. Looks really good. It's got a lot of, we didn't put any water or nothing in there, and it's still got a lot of juice in it, which is good. Real good. Seven jars. It's about 15 pounds of meat is what that was, so we'll dig into one here shortly. All right. Took it out of the pressure cooker. You saw there, got it all right here. It's all cooled down. It's still warm, but it's not hot anymore, so I'm going to take one of the lids off. These are sealed, so I'm going to have to pop this loose here. There we go. There's a big old hunk of meat right here. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It has the consistency of a real tender roast beef. Look at that. It's really good. No, it's tender. Ever would you know? You never would know it's deer meat. No. Unbelievable. So, I'll turn the camera off. Let my wife try it. So there you go. I'm telling you, this is delicious. Canned deer meat, folks. If you got some deer you don't know what to do with, can it. Takes a little time. Once you get these jars, it'll be good for a year, 2, 3, probably 3 years down the road. Still be good. I appreciate you watching this episode of Being You Outside. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Hit the like button, make a comment if you want to. Just appreciate you being out there. And wherever you're at in this whole world, my friends, have a good morning, good day, good night. For another video is coming right around the corner.